welcome to my channel. If you're new here, thank you for clicking on this video, and if you are not, thank you for coming back. Today I'm going to show you how I did my crochet braids. I'm just showing you now what came inside the package. I love it when I receive gifts inside something I've ordered. It's just so pleasant. But anyway, I'm using this hair called Urban Twist, and I used 6 packets. Each packet comes with about 12 to 14 strands in it, and I thought these were really pretty. I actually used them on a client and they were just perfect. I've been looking for passion twists that aren't too messy, aren't too distressed, but are still cute and not too neat. So these were actually quite perfect, and the size as well, they're about medium size, so that was good too. So yeah, as you can see, I'm starting on freshly washed hair. I'm going to part my hair down the middle to make it easier to manage cane row in one side, and then I'll go to the other side. So as you can see, I am parting my hair in the middle again, and this is so that I can have equal sections. I'm doing 12 braids going back, and this is because when I'm normally doing someone's braids, a client's braids, and the braids are this size, I would do 12 plaits at the front. So yeah, I've parted off one line, and I'm gonna just put some oil on my scalp. My friend makes this cream, it smells so good. This one's actually the mint flavor, mint scent. So yeah, I'm just gonna put that on my scalp, ready for me to part off a section and do my first plait. So before I explain exactly what I'm doing, let me just explain for those who don't know what the illusion crochet method is. So basically, the illusion crochet method is meant to make your crochet look like they're individuals. So the way it does that is by giving the illusion of parts. You know those boxes that individual braids usually have? Yep, so that's what this method is meant to do. So I will do this method all across the front of my head and the 2 braids that will be on the sides of both my head. And this is so that if I pack it up or pack it half up, half down, or have a side part, middle part, the front section will look like they're individuals and not crochet. The way I achieve this is by splitting that line into a row of boxes and doing individual plaits and connecting them all as I'm going along. I'll explain. I've made the first box, I've plaited it, I added a bit of extension just to keep my edges strong, and then I made the second box, I plaited it a little bit, then added the first plait into it to connect it. And you'll see here again, I'm going to do this with the third box. I plait it a little bit, then add the braid that I did before and plait it down maybe about 1 centimeter or 2, just so that it's secure. Now the technique here is to get your boxes the right size. If your boxes are too small, you'll end up putting too many crochet braids or crochet twists on that cane row, and it will just look very full and unnatural. If your boxes are too big, you'll have to put crochet twists or braids in the middle of the part, so then you won't see the part, so then that just defeats the whole point. So you want to make sure your boxes are looking natural, not too big and not too small. For reference, I usually have 1 braid in front of my ear and 1 braid on top of my ear and 1 braid behind my ear, for these size of braids anyway. I've sped up quite a bit, so you can see the first 6 cane rows and you can see what they're looking like. I think I did about 4 boxes before just braiding normally without doing any parts, because no one's going to see that section anyway. I'm splitting this top section into 2, and I'm splitting it exactly where I want my parting to stop, and you'll see this in the next clip of why I need to split it. I'm going to do boxes all the way up until that point, and then when I get into that point, I'm going to cross it over to the other braid so that I can have a part and just braid all the way down without any boxes. As you can see here, I braided with the boxes up until that point so that I can have a distinct parting. If I don't cross over the braids, when I'm finished with my crochet and I've installed all the braids, when it comes to parting it, I'm going to have a part that goes all the way up to the back of my head, which is not cute. So that's why I cross over my braids. Now I'm going to be quiet for a little bit and I'll let you watch how I do this last braid. Finished. Not gonna lie, this method is not easy. I think the easiest way of doing it is by using rubber bands instead of cornrows, but I did want these to last long and I found that using elastic bands don't last as long. Now it's time to install the crochet twists. I'm just making sure my scalp is moisturized, and for this you'll need a crochet needle. Pretty easy to use. All you do is you slide the hook under the cornrow, place the hair onto the hook, put the latch down and slide it back up through the corner, and then just tighten the loop, and that's it. It's not hard to get the hang of doing this, so practice does make perfect. But what I have found, another tip that I can give you, is the way you push the needle through the cornrow, it really helps with how the twists or the braids would lay. So as you can see, I've put my needle downwards so that when I've made the loop, the hair is falling flat. If I put the needle the other way, the hair isn't going to lie flat. It's going to be a bit sticky outy. So yeah, I just continue to do this for my head and you can watch. As you can see, I'm trying my best to make sure my crochet twist is in the middle of the box, not in between the parts, but in the middle of the box. So now I'm just showing you what it looks like. I think I've put in about 5 packets. I've got 1 packet left and 1 line left, and probably have somewhere in the back to fill in as well, but I'm just showing you what it looks like so far. So as you can see, I've put my needle in the opposite direction of what I was doing before, and this is just so that my crochet twist can lie flat. You want to do this around your parts, definitely. Also, let me know what you think about this illusion crochet method. Is it really an illusion, or you can tell that these aren't individuals? I think definitely with the smaller ones it's a bit harder to create the illusions, but if you've got the bigger or thicker, medium-sized braids, twists, or even locks, especially locks, you can get them to look like individuals. But either way, I really love this hair. It's so bouncy and it's not too neat looking, but it's still pretty. all in all, I think the 6 packs was perfect. I think 7 packs would have made it too full. So I'm just filling in the gaps, because sometimes you can swish your hair one way and see gaps. So I'm just making sure that doesn't happen. But I think I am finishing up here. So I'm going to show you the finished look, show you the different parts. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments and I'll get back to you and answer them. Yeah, thank you for watching, and make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you. Bye. Baby.